All right, everybody, it's Farrell with Untamed TV, and I'm here with Lori, Ogden City Arts, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Man, that was a lot for me to remember. So you have a few things coming up. I know the big thing, and a lot of people have been talking about it, is the Ogden Twilight series, right?
Yes, we are super excited about this concert series this year. Every year they seem to be getting better, and they happen every Thursday night in June. So this June has 5 Thursdays, so we have 5 concerts. June 1st will be our first one, which is actually 2 weeks from today, I believe.
Oh, wow.
We have doubleheader. Oland and Wild Belle are our heading bands for that night. Super awesome. Wild Belle came last year. She is a fantastic musician.
I was just going to ask you, because I've looked at some of the bands, and I like to think that I know a lot about music, and I look at these bands, I'm like, man, I've never heard of those bands. And then you talk to people about it, and they're like, oh, those guys are great. I can't believe you've never heard of them.
Yeah.
So it's a great place to come discover music that you didn't know was on there.
Exactly. And it's excellent music. And I kind of like a eclectic amount of different music, but it's all pretty dang good. And if you don't know what it is, you can go to ogdentwilight.com, and it shows the lineup. And you can go to each one, and it has little YouTube videos of their songs, so you can see what you like.
Very good.
So June 8th is OK Go. A lot of people know who that one is. They did the anti-gravity video where they're floating around in I don't know.
I'm going to have to go to YouTube.
You got to go to the YouTube. And June 15th is another doubleheader, and it's Lewis, the Child, and Troy Boy.
I've never heard of any of these.
I haven't heard of these two either, so I couldn't tell you anything about them. But get on the website and check it out.
Where do you guys find these bands? Do they come to you, or do you reach out to them? Or
actually, it's Jared Allen actually helps us book these bands. Christy McBride at the City, she's over arts, culture, and events. Mm-hmm. And Jared worked together on getting these bands lined up, and they do a really good job.
Very good.
I'm super excited. My most favorite band is coming on June 22nd, though, and it's the Shins. You heard of the Shins?
I've never heard of the Shins.
Oh, my gosh. You got to get on and listen to them.
I'm going to have to,
I think if you heard some of their songs, you'd be like, oh.
It probably would be.
I know them. So yeah. That is the one band out of the 5 that tickets are a little bit more. Tickets are $5 in advance for all of the shows except for the Shins. $10 the night of the show. The night of, though, if you're buying tickets, bring cash because there isn't any credit card transactions. But on the Shins, it's $10 in advance and $15 on the night of the show.
Yeah, but $5 for a concert, $10 for a concert, that's pretty cheap.
And the amphitheater is so awesome.
The amphitheater is awesome. I've always thought, I know they did a Twilight last year, and I always thought, God, why don't they do more concerts like that? And then, lo and behold, look, every Thursday.
I know. It's super fun. Warm summer evenings. You can bring a blanket and sit on the grass. The seating in the front is VIP seating. Those tickets are a little more. They're $25.
Yeah, but at the amphitheater, you're not very far away anyway. I mean,
no.
And sometimes, not to say anything bad about the VIP seating, but sometimes it's kind of nice to sit back a little bit and you can see everything.
Mm-hmm. It's a great venue. I mean, I love being there. But our season ender is Mike Snow. Have you heard of Mike Snow? I know you've heard his songs. You do. You've got a lot of YouTubing. And so, great lineup this year. I know that UTA is offering the tickets will be scannable as a pass on the front runner. So Salt Lake people can come up and use their tickets to travel on the front runner. And we have the Backstage Bistro in there that serves food. There'll also be food vendors and all kinds of stuff.
So that's a cheap date.
Fun.
If you're like in Salt Lake or something, for $10, you can ride the tracks down, see a show, and
yep, super fun. Doors open at 5, and then run till the concert's over, and it's usually 10:30ish or so.
And I think you said this, but I forgot already, so I'm going to ask: is there a website where people can see what the bands are?
Yes, ogdentwilight.com, and it has all the bands, all the little videos, so you can see what type of music it is, see if you like it. A couple of the VIPs are selling out, and tickets are starting to sell out. So if you're interested,
really? Better hurry.
Like I think the Shins and Mike Snow's VIPs are sold out. I'm pretty sure. So
get your tickets.
Get your tickets for those.
And also, they're having. Well, don't you do all year round the first Friday art stroll?
Yes, we do. Every first Friday of the month, year round, even in the freezing cold snow. We have our regulars that come out and go around to the galleries and businesses that participate. But the summer months are the funnest, of course, I think, because it's nice weather and you can get out. And so this first Friday, though, June 2nd, is going to be a really busy one because the historic 25th Street car show is happening on the same night.
Oh,
so
wow.
the whole street will be shut down, full of restored, beautiful old cars. So you'll be able to walk the street and enjoy cars on the outside and then pop in the galleries and businesses and check out awesome art on the inside.
I went to the first Friday art stroll last year sometime, I can't remember what it was, and there's some of the galleries. How many are there? I didn't realize there were that many galleries on 25th Street.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's not just galleries now. We have a few other businesses that have joined in, like Lavender Vinyl, the record store. They have a wall that they show art on, and like Wasatch Roasters, the coffee shop just there on Grant New, they join in. Historic, Grounds for Coffee. So there's a lot, not just galleries that have joined in. So I think total, all over the like kind of Ogden area, we have 22 that participate in the art stroll.
Oh, really?
So
Ogden's a place for art.
It really is.
It's almost like Paris. What's that big art? I know there's some art
Louvre?
thing. Yeah, I know there's some art thing in Paris.
Yes.
I've never been there, but
Yeah, well, me neither. Someday it's on my bucket list for sure to make it to there, but
so the big car show. And how many years have they been doing the car show now?
gosh,
Quite a few
quite
years.
a few years, and it's a big draw. It's pretty crowded.
There's some pretty awesome cars too.
Yeah, there are some really awesome cars, a lot of people, super fun.
You know, the best thing about stuff like that is you go and you run into people you haven't seen forever. And it's always like, oh, wow, hey, there's Jim that used
Like
to beat me up in high school.
reunion and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's a lot of fun to get out and go see people you haven't seen.
It really is.
Sometimes you see people you don't want to see and you get kind of duck out of the way.
That's when you duck into a gallery.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, there's this great painting I haven't seen 7 times.
Yes, and you ponder the art for a while.
And then the OFOM is coming up as well, right? The Ogden Friends of Acoustic Music.
Yeah, the first weekend in June is so busy. So we have the art stroll, the car show. OFOM's Ogden Music Festival starts on the 2nd as well and runs through the 4th. This is held out at Fort Buenaventura and super awesome. We look forward to this every year. It's like bluesgrass type music. You can get passes and you can camp there. So you can buy a camping pass and the 3 days of music festival, so you can go actually just hang out at the fort all weekend.
I went to one year because I have one of my favorites. See, I have one of my favorites that you may not know. You probably know. There's a guy named Robert Earl Keen. He headlined it. He headlined it, and I was so excited to go. But I noticed it wasn't like there was just camping. There was all kinds of stuff. They had a booth where you could kids could play with the instruments and all kinds of crazy stuff like that.
Yeah, OFOM's really great with a lot of outreach to kids.
Well, I was pushing them out of the way playing the instruments. I'm like another little kid.
You're a giant child yourself.
I really didn't do that.
No, but they have that. You can buy, of course, the camping in that pass. You can buy single day passes, weekend passes without the camping or whatever. But what they'll do is they do a public outreach concert on the 5th. So that'll be Monday, I think, after that weekend at the amphitheater for free. And they have some of the musicians and bands coming to play at that as well.
Well, I've noticed it seemed like maybe it was last year, even after the festival was over, they come and did a bluegrass band come and did a free concert at the amphitheater.
Yep, they're doing it again this year, and they do a lot of outreach. OFOM's great. They do a lot of outreach at schools for the kids, and so they try to reach out to kids that don't normally get to see this stuff and be attending these things.
Well, I think the thing, and I'm probably gonna get static for this, but I think the thing about stuff like OFOM and stuff is they're like actual musicians playing actual instruments and actually singing. There's no auto tune. There's no nothing. It's there real. You go. If you screw up, you screw up. You just keep right on going. You know.
That's right.
There's no lip syncing.
Live music it's the best. You get that energy from it. It's really like the best, I think.
I do. I like live music as well.
And then you go out to the fort, and it doesn't even feel like it feels like you're in another place, not Ogden.
You're not in Ogden.
Not in Ogden anymore.
And then the Ogden Arts Festival is coming up too, right?
Yes. This will be the 2nd year that Nurture the Creative Mind has put it on. So Amir Jackson with Nurture the Creative Minds organization is heading this up. They did it last year and they'll do it again this year. It's June, 10th and 11th. So I'm super excited to see what he has. Last year we had some rain last year. Hopefully better weather this year. But
it'll probably snow.
Don't jinx us. We've had enough snow. I'm done with
I can't
snow.
believe it snowed yesterday.
I know. Gosh. I know we were at the marathons this Saturday. And
it'll rain for that. It always rains for the marathon.
I know. No, we're trying to get out of that. We're getting rid of that jinx. We want sun and warm for the runners.
So with the arts festival, don't they have like local musicians come play that too as well,
All kinds, right? Yeah. Local musicians, performance like Imagine Ballet, their little dancers are going to be performing. They have a lot of collaborative art projects and a lot of local vendors, artists selling their work. It's going to be really cool. So
and along with that, I mean, they have where kids can do things like,
yes,
I want to say macaroni art, but it's better than that. I
mean, last year, do you remember on 25th Street there was a sign that said Ogden? It was hung on the fence, and it was just the word Ogden, but it was a whole bunch of little like paintings all put together.
Oh yeah.
That was, I think the kids did that last year.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
I remember one year they had like a guy that was doing like the graffiti art and stuff. So it's not like people would think it's like all snooty uppity art where you have to,
most
drink
art
champagne.
Most art in Ogden isn't that type of art. It's like, I don't know if you made it out on the May 5th, we had a Moments Art Festival, and it was kind of a bigger, bumped up First Friday Art Stroll, and we had light projections and a big, giant live painting mural wall and all kinds of stuff.
There's got to be something I can do that's considered artsy.
There's all kinds of things. Just draw stick figures.
Yeah, there you go.
Art is in the eye of the beholder.
Always get in trouble as a kid for, like, I thought it was art, but you're not supposed to do it on your textbooks. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
One day somebody's going to come up with, like, here's a great idea. I shouldn't even give this out. A coffee table book, like, of pictures that's been drawn on, like, the restroom walls. That might be an adult
There might
coffee
be
table book.
one of those already in existence, actually. I'm not sure.
Day late and dollar short,
but
always.
You could look. You should patent it.
And then at the amphitheater again, they're having tunes at noon. Is that what it is?
Yes, it's not actually in the amphitheater, but it's programmed by Ogden City. And so each Wednesday, starting June 7th and running through August 9th, there is a free concert at noon. And it's actually on the corner of 26th and Washington in the grass there. And so you can come, eat your lunch, or if you're out and about in town, stop by and listen to some free music.
Is that people that you've pre-booked, or can somebody call up Ogden City and say, hey, we want to play this?
You know what? I don't know if all the slots are booked up, but if you want to play, if you're a musician, you can go to the Ogden City website, and there's on the amphitheater page, there's a place where you can register and say, I'm a musician and I'd like to perform. It's called Perform at the Amphitheater.
With that being said, like at the amphitheater, if somebody, and I'm reaching here, but if somebody, say, was having like a big group of people, like a birthday party or something like that, and they wanted a band to come play, is there any way like you could say, hey, I want to rent the amphitheater out and have my buddy's band come play?
You can rent the amphitheater.
Can you?
People can rent it out for weddings, private events. There's private parties there all the time. There was just an event there 2 nights ago for Weber State. They had a recognition dinner there. So I don't know exactly what the fee is, but it's all on Ogden City's website. If you go to Arts, you can find it from there because it'll say Arts, Events, and Amphitheater. And there's all the information. You can rent it out and have your own big old party in there.
And then they're showing movies?
Yes.
Is that the amphitheater as well? Or is that
in the amphitheater?
Okay, I was going to say, is that on the corner of 26th and Washington?
No, Monday Night Movies. It's free, totally free movies. They're family-friendly movies, and so they're every Monday night starting, actually this next Monday, May 29th, and it'll run through July 24th. And they usually start at dusk, totally free. You can bring blankets and your kids and hang out and just... I don't know what the movies are yet.
I was just going to ask, is there a schedule of movies somewhere? But
they usually post them up as soon as we have to get licensing for, they're usually pretty good movies.
They get picky about that stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they gotta follow the rules. But it's super fun, great thing to do with your family for free. There's, also at all the events, there's the Backstage Bistro is in the amphitheater. It's a little cafe. And that'll be open at most all events, and you can get food and drink there and there's also other food vendors, but that's in there as well.
Very good. And then it's becoming summertime, so the farmers market, right?
Farmers market, it's coming up. Actually, the first one doesn't start till June 24th. That's when they ramp up, and that's their first day.
Well, you got to wait for the crops to harvest.
That's right. And runs till September 16th.
And it's every Saturday, right?
Yeah, every Saturday. They close the street down again, and it's on 25th Street, and you get farmers selling their wares, fruits, vegetables, and whatnot, and then local artists, woodworkers, all kinds of stuff. It's a really cool thing to do.
I drove a slingshot down there one time for the cowboy shootout.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. I thought I was pretty important.
I think you're pretty important.
Well, you're probably the only one. But the farmers market's great because, I mean, they have bread and fresh fruit and vegetables. Is there a way, probably back to the website again, that you can register if you want to, like, sell zucchini, I guess? I don't know.
I'm not sure if they still have vendor applications open yet, but you could check. They have a website, farmersmarket.com, and they also are on Facebook as Farmers Market Ogden. So you could check either place for vendor information, but I'm not sure. I can't remember because I was watching the Arts Festival one I know is closed. So this one might still be open to grab a spot.
So hurry up and look, huh? So Ogden always has something going on. You know,
always.
There's always something happening.
Yeah, this is basically 1 month.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff. So we're really lucky.
Yeah, you know, and I like to see stuff come into Ogden. I moved to Ogden when I was 16, and people hate hearing this story, but I moved here when I was 16, and this was like the big city for me. You know, I was like, wow, this place is huge. Yeah. And for some reason, Ogden has a bad rep, and I don't know where that comes from because it's such a great city, and there's so many fun things happening.
It is, and the people are awesome. Like, I can't tell you how happy I am because in my job, I'm out in the community a lot and working with volunteers and everything, and it's a fantastic place. We're very lucky to live here. I
agree. So make sure you get out, check out things happen in Ogden. There's always something happening, and this summer is super busy. Untamed TV. Untamed.